8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, guys, we are live again. I am Utkarsh Tandon, and you're watching with me the post match interactive analysis session with Go Beyond Sports. So, what a match we witnessed! Another one sided affair where RCB completely dominated KKR. So, now without much waiting, we have our expert, Mr. Monty Panesar, former English spinner. So, I'll quickly add him. Sat Sri Akal, Paji, how are you? हाँ जी पाजी.
हाँ जी मैं ठीक हूँ आप कैसे हो
I'm very good. I'm very good, Paji. So, Paji, quickly coming on to the game we witnessed means a one-sided affair. For the last couple of days, we were having a bit of nail biters, but today again we witnessed a one-sided affair. RCB completely knocked over the KKR. So, what's your thought?
yeah I think KKR got kind of like that was par pitch on par probably 165 170 and जब KKR नहीं पर जब RCB ने 190 रन स्कोर किए 195 um, ऐसे अंडर प्रेशर थे हम सब आप देखो हम शबनम गिल है वो भी अच्छा यंगस्टर है पर वो he's not able to hit boundary straight away and that was an unfortunate run out and Owen Morgan again isn't really firing in this IPL so that I think it just it demoralized KKR when they saw AB de Villiers bat unbelievably well.
Yes, my next question was the same that pitch was looking a bit slow and there was some turn on offer, but it was only up till the time AB de Villiers didn't reach the crease. As AB de Villiers was in the middle, everything changed, and the score of 160 that looked 160 went to 190 plus.
Yeah, आपकी बात सही है there was a moment जब विराट कोहली and AB de Villiers दोनों बैटिंग करते थे and they were struggling hitting the fielders, not getting the ball to go, and then after the 15th over that they just accelerated AB de Villiers जैसे एक बेस की बात होती है ना कितना स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस है AB de Villiers का and उसी से वो he's able to hit sixes Virat Kohli from the other end he was struggling as well, and you could just see that AB de Villiers कैसे वो पिच का एक पेस होता है एक पिच जैसे हिसाब से आपको टाइमिंग सही होनी चाहिए जब भी आप कोई छक्का मारना चाहते हो बाउंड्री हिटिंग करना कैसे वो पेस पिच की जब पेस है and this was kind of on the slower side so it's very difficult to get your timing and he adjusted really well. He recognized that I need to just wait a little bit longer and then go through the line of the ball. I thought the KKR seamers bowled really well. They bowled some really good slower balls, especially the youngsters. They even Virat Kohli found it very difficult to hit them. But AB de Villiers he's a different class because he's able to adjust his game depending on the pitch, and other batsmen can't do that.
Yeah. So, Paji, just to add some stats, for the last 5 overs, RCB scored 83 runs and ABD scoring 65 out of those. So this states the pathetic bowling or impressive batting by ABD. Now moving forward, yeah, anything.
नहीं look सब I think कोई bowling coach होता है उसको सोचना चाहिए कैसे हम AB de Villiers को out करिए कैसे हम run कम होने चाहिए and that's why you have a World Cup winning captain there as well in Um, Owen Morgan, um, he should have given some good game plans. I thought round the wicket, bowling to when Andre Russell was bowling round the wicket, वो strategy सही नहीं थी. You know, आप देखो on वो angle ऐसे है ना जब around the wicket आते हैं कोई bowler and you're already deep in the crease. Fourth, fifth stump होएगी, you swing your line, you get your bat through line of the ball, and जब सीधी होती है then you aim for mid wicket. So
Yeah.
I think that was the wrong strategy.
Yeah. So, and this time Karthik did something different that Andre Russell, who used to bowl a couple of crucial overs in the death, he actually bowled him in the first half of the RCB innings as well.
Yeah, like you know, जब unsure होते हैं ना कोई captain and role,
हाँ.
जैसे विराट कोहली वो अब कह रहे थे that when I'm playing with my team, I know every player what his role is, where he's going to bowl, what time he's going to, when he's going to bat, everything like that. I know this, all of this. So I just think you look at from the other end where we were just singing DK's praises a couple of games back, thinking he's a bit of an MS Dhoni style to him, but I think he kind of got a little bit unsure under pressure, and these are the moments. These are the moments. If KKR want to win this tournament or win these crucial games, DK must know. Danish Karthik must know. Like उसको मालूम होना चाहिए कैसे बड़े प्लेयरों को आउट करना, youngsters को कैसे समझाना, ये line bowl करो. And if he's unsure, then I think that's going to be, I'm surprised. He's one of the most capped players. देखो 180 IPL game उसने खेली है, and if he's not able to work out how to get AB de Villiers out, फिर मैं सोचता हूँ इतनी गेम खेल के फिर क्या सीखा उसने.
Okay, so just two couple of questions before adding the fans. One thing on Washington Sundar. Washington Sundar, the way he bowled means not only this match but all through the IPL. For the first couple of games, Kohli didn't bowl him with his full quota, but now he's bowling all his overs, and none of the batters could hit him. Means today, Owen Morgan tried and he failed.
Yeah, Owen, I think जब आपके पास AB de Villiers and Virat Kohli होते हैं ना, they know how these top batsmen think, and that's why the likes of Owen Morgan and these top batters, they struggle when they play against Virat Kohli against top batters. They would tell the bowler, look, I know what he's going to do, I know how he's thinking, bowl like this, and that's great captaincy from Virat Kohli, because he really is helping these youngsters grow, because he's making them think as well as bowling to likes of Owen Morgan. It's not an easy task. He's a great player, but he's telling them, look, वो ऐसे सोच रहा है, आप ऐसे bowl डालो, and that makes a big difference. देखो under pressure situation, you're under pressure in an IPL match, and you have one of the great batsmen telling you this is how you should bowl. It's wonderful to see.
Yeah. So last question, that KKR I think lost in the middle overs. I'll take your thoughts, but before that, see both the power play scores. RCB 47 for 0, KKR 43 for 0. After that, RCB ended at 194 for 2, and KKR ended at or rather KKR just made 57 runs and lost 7 wickets in another 11 overs. So that middle overs where spinners chipped in, and then Mohammad Siraj and the Pacers also chipped in. So last thoughts before adding fans.
Yeah, look, this is where they lost the game. We all know why they lost the game. It's his brilliant captaincy from Virat Kohli. He's telling his young bowlers where to bowl, how to bowl it, what to do in this pressure situation. And he keeps adding the pressure on. I think the turning point of the game was when Owen Morgan and Shubman Gill got run out. That was it. And I believe that was the turning point. So, yeah.
Okay. So now I have three of them. I'll start with Sumit. So Sumit, welcome, and you're live now. You can ask your question. And please turn on your camera. Yes, perfect.
Well, hi, thank you, Utkarsh, for connecting me. And hello, Monty Panesar, sir. How are you doing?
Yes, very well, thank you.
All right, thank you. So, the one thing which I want to ask, we know that we trolled Virat Kohli for dropping catches, but yeah, if you look the past three matches, the way his team performed, it's tremendous. So, what changes he has made, and like why we are getting the positive results from his team? Like, what kind of efforts he has been applied and his teammates?
I think it's for him, right, is he's his attitude to losing. He
Mm-hmm.
doesn't put too much pressure. Like कोई खिलाड़ी होते हैं जैसे जब कोई गेम हारते हैं, take it quite personal, and जैसे बाहर नहीं आते, कोई प्लेयरों के साथ बात नहीं करते. But with Virat, he's
Exactly.
not like that. He has a very good attitude. When he loses, it's okay, and for him, it's all about the group staying tight and confident, and you can
Mm-hmm.
see that. प्लेयरों को manage करना is probably a harder task than actually worrying about your own form. And जब भी कोई टीम हारती है, क्या होता है ना, ग्रुप बन जाते हैं. कोई बॉलर कहते हैं बैट्समैन की कमी थी, बैट्समैन के ग्रुप बन जाता है वगैरह. नहीं, बॉलर की फॉल्ट थी. एंड ऐसे में क्या होता है, जब फिर हम नेक्स्ट गेम खेलेंगे, वो फिर बैटिंग बॉलिंग दोनों ग्रुप से not playing together as a team. And he very much emphasizes that I want this group of team to play together. And he's got a good squad as well. देखो, कोई प्लेयर नहीं खेलते, जैसे डेल स्टेन है, वो अभी नहीं खेल रहा है, but ऐसे सीनियर प्लेयर है, कितना एक्सपीरियंस है टेस्ट क्रिकेट में. But it's
Because,
important that they are supporting, the 11 players out there. Makes a big difference. So I think he's got a good squad, and it's helping RCB perform really well.
well, thank you so much for answering this. Well, thank you so much,
Okay.
Utkarsh, once again to connecting me.
Most welcome. Most welcome. Now I'll move to Rohan, who is our next fan, a guest. So, Rohan, you're live now. Welcome. Hello. And you can ask your question.
So my question would be, what's the problem with Karthik? We have been seeing Karthik since since match one. It's been 7 matches. Uh, Karthik isn't batting the way we hope or we demand from him. Is this the captaincy pressure, or is this something else?
मुझको ऐसे लगता है जैसे कार्तिक जब खेले थे 2-3 games before, and कितनी hit so many sixes, hit a 50 off like 20 odd balls. I think that वो इतनी गेम खेले हैं, देखो 180 games he's played, and he didn't know how to get De Villiers out. Now he's, आप जब आपके पास इतना experience है, you should know any given situation how to deal with it. I just don't think as a cricketer he really has, pushes himself or develops like he needs to. Look at Virat Kohli; he's probably got less experience, but his captaincy skills are much better than DK. DK is, he's unsure, and that's the honest truth. उसको मालूम नहीं जब बड़े खिलाड़ी, start hitting sixes and fours क्या करना चाहिए. Like he got Andre Russell to go around the wicket. I thought that was the wrong tactic. You're trying to protect one side of the wicket. He's exposing both sides of the wicket. So that for me shows he's unsure. He's when he's unclear, then you see this inconsistency in him.
Also, I would like to ask that was it the heat of a moment that KKR gave him captaincy? He scored when there was a tri series between India, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. In the last over, he won the match for India, and since then, KKR opted him as a captain, and he hasn't performed that well. Was that a heat of moment that they opted him as a captain? And he's not performing, and now they should move on towards John Morgan. He's a better option as.
नहीं, हुन आप तो हुन फैन है KKR के, and आपको थोड़ा भी गुस्सा आ रहा है that KKR lost. But एक बात थी ना, आप when you look at The trouble is, right, his captaincy is very good. I think he has a Dhoni style captaincy about him. But what disappoints me, I can fully understand why you guys are disappointed. If he
Yeah.
didn't have that much experience in IPL, then you can say, Chalo, abhi, hold games chahiye. Now, why would you play Tom Banton, right, when the pitches are getting slower in Sharjah and they are gripping a bit more? You want to play Sunil Ryan. So, Mujgui, I don't know. I don't understand how he's thinking,
Paji,
but
Paji, just to intervene, I'm sorry, but I think he's suspended due to a suspicion in his bowling action.
is that the case? Is that what they're saying? That he's
Okay.
been suspended? Right. Okay. Fair enough. If that's the case, that's the case.
Yeah.
But it's
But Paji, was that Nidahas Trophy Final Six a fluke, or did Karthik had that potential?
look,
That
Karthik अच्छा खेलते हैं जब it bowls a little bit old and it's not that fast bowlers. You put him against a fast bowler. You saw against Jeffrey Archer. Jeffrey Archer ने
हाँ
कितनी तेज गेंद डाली थी. जैसे टेस्ट मैच bowling थी, he nicked it. Too fast for him. He hasn't developed his game. He hasn't developed himself to what he needs to be. He's like a good captain, a good player of medium pace bowling. But जब कोई तेज bowling आती है, he hasn't pushed himself. He knows that I can still perform well in Indian conditions. I can still do well in the IPL. But there's times where you kind of think, well, come on, DK. You're supposed to be like Dhoni style. You should have got AB de Villiers out. You should have known how to get AB de Villiers out, but he didn't. And he really needs to work out. Do I have the ability to take this KKR team to win the title, or am I just like I can see him just thinking, Chalo, fourth place is good, fifth place is good, but to win, I don't know. I don't think he has the ambitions to win. I just don't think he has. I don't think he. I think he knows he's not that good enough. उसको मालूम है मैं इतना I'm not that good as a cricketer to take this team and win it for them.
yes. So and now I'll move to the next guest, Devang Singh. You're
Hello.
live. You can show your camera as well. Yes.
Hello, can
Yes,
you
you're
hear me?
audible. Yes.
Yeah. Hello, Monty sir. I wanted to ask you what's the difference in the style, or what's different about Washington Sundar that makes him different from others, and that he ends up performing so well for RCB, even when the stadium or the ground is Sharjah, where the boundaries are so much short than others.
Well, this is what we talked about earlier. वो विराट कोहली वो क्या कहते हैं जब हम कोई दो अच्छे खिलाड़ी होते हैं ऑपोजिट टीम में वो गुड बैट्समैन बॉलर को कहेगा ओवेन मोगन ये सोच रहा है करने के लिए because he knows exactly how Owen Morgan is thinking, and that's a huge benefit for Washington Sundar. He when he's unsure, he knows I can go to Virat Kohli or AB de Villiers, two of the greatest T20 batsmen, and they'll say, "Look, I'm unsure. What do you think I should do?" They'll tell him, "I think this is how he's going to look to play," and then he bowls obviously, the opposite to that, and that's why it's interesting to see that Washington Sundar's development he's always developed really well as a cricketer, and that's what happens. It's that moment, isn't it? One moment of that game. You can't train for this. It's that moment in the IPL against the biggest player, opposite end, like Owen Morgan, under pressure, small boundaries. Virat Kohli, what do you think I should do? And that is the moment that a cricketer learns more than any other training moment. And that's why Washington Sundar is doing really well, because he's got a good captain who's telling him, वो उसको कह रहा है ऐसे आप bowling डालनी चाहिए because this is how Owen Morgan is thinking.
Yes, definitely. So I'll quickly move to the next guest, and he's Mr. Anurag Sinha. So Anurag, you're live now. Welcome, and you can ask your question. Go ahead. Please
Yes, Anurag.
unmute.
Uh, Yeah. So my question is that I really wanted to ask that I have seen the game from when Saurav Ganguly was the captain, and I really liked the way he captained the team. So now I see Virat Kohli. So I find very
I think there is some connectivity issue, no issues. You can sort it out. Till then, I'll have Usman. So Usman, आप अपना सवाल पूछ सकते हैं तब तक और फिर मैं उनको ले लूंगा. चलिए उस्मान.
थैंक यू फॉर थैंक यू फॉर अपॉर्चुनिटी. हाय एवरीवन. क्वेश्चन मेरा रिगार्डिंग आंद्रे रसल था कि केकेआर हमेशा से डिपेंड करता है रसल पे. लास्ट सीजन जैसी रसल की परफॉर्मेंस थी. मेरा ये क्वेश्चन होगा व्हाट्स रॉन्ग विद रसल. मतलब 6-7 मैचेस हो गए, क्या रॉन्ग लग रहा है रसल के साथ?
And before Paji answers, I will also mention that Paji yesterday told that the best performer will be Russell. So Russell didn't live up to the expectations of Paji. Now Paji, you can answer.
Yeah, he actually hasn't. But I think what's happening with Russell is that you're just not. If he's not performing well, lower the order. Why don't you just put him up? Get him to open the batting. Why not? Get with Shubman Gill or come in the top three, because I've seen it, right. When the ball is hard and it's new, it's easier to hit the ball out of the ground, right? So I just think they don't know how to utilize Andre Russell in the conditions in UAE. There's certain batsmen who are struggling. Dhoni struggling. Andre Russell is struggling at the moment, right? Virender Jadeja struggling. Dwayne Bravo. There's experienced players who are struggling in the conditions in UAE. So what the best thing to do is get them up the order against the new ball when it's hard and new, so they've got the best chance just to whack it out of the ground. And if they swing hard, hopefully it'll go for six or go for a boundary. I think they're playing. KKR haven't adapted. KKR ऐसे खेल रहे हैं जैसे इंडिया में है, Eden Gardens. This is UAE. Conditions are different. You have to adapt to the conditions. And the strategy is the same. You look at the batting lineup. Oh, जैसे हम Eden Gardens में जीतते थे, वैसे ही Andre Russell वही position में batting करेंगे. They have to change. That's something that DK will have to sit down and think.
Yeah.
And जैसे मैं देखा DK का, he plays within himself. Doesn't push himself like Virat Kohli. देखो कैसे pushes himself in fitness, cricketer, everything. DK's thinking will be the same. Oh, but जैसे हमारा system Eden Gardens में वैसे ही हम खेलेंगे. It's a different venue. हम UAE में है. Change it up. If I was captain, KKR, I would put Andre Russell at 3.
Yeah.
Because the more balls he faces, the best chance we've got of getting a big total. And I'll say to him, just bat yourself in there. I need you to bat long. And then after the first 15, 20 balls, just go berserk. But he's coming too late, and in India that works. I just don't think it's working in the UAE.
Okay. So I hope Usman आपको जवाब मिल गया होगा पाजी का. और अब मैं वापस जाता हूँ अनुराग सिन्हा के पास. So Anurag, now you can put up your question. Yes, you are live. थोड़ा सा connectivity. Okay, till he sorts out, I take some question from the comments. Paji, Aman Yadav is asking, does KKR need Morgan? Means do KKR need Morgan as a captain, or should they focus on Dinesh Karthik?
Look, I think halfway through the season you should keep DK as captain. If anything, they should just change up the batting order, change up a few options, and that's what I think.
Okay. And should Tripathi open and Gill walks at number 3?
No, Gill should stay at 1. But what I'm suggesting before is that sorry, is Andre Russell should go at 3.
Yeah,
Andre Russell
yeah,
को
yeah.
3 में आना चाहिए.
हाँ,
Um,
हाँ,
that should be the only big change. You shouldn't make a lot of big changes, and then 4 should be Owen Morgan, right?
हाँ, हाँ.
Yeah.
So पाजी, आज मुझे भी बहुत सरप्राइज हुआ कि आज you were chasing 195. Why not Russell batting in the middle order, means at 3 as you mentioned, or 4, and can be used as a pinch hitter, और वो एक momentum पेस को तेज करेगा.
यही तो मैं कह रहा हूँ. ठीक है कैप्टनसी अच्छे तो करते हैं, बट दिमाग की कोई फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी नहीं है डीके की. he's not very flexible in his thinking. चलो moment हो गया. We need Andre Russell at the top of the order, even at 4. I will drop down the order. Maybe at back end I'll get the runs. Andre Russell, if you can pull us off, it would have been great. Imagine they put Andre Russell up the order and they won the game. Everyone would have said, "Arey DK kya captain hai?" KKR fans would यही कहेंगे, हाँ DK ने तो कमाल कर दी. Thinking देखो कैसे किया. Game का moment का कैसे संभाला, कैसे क्या किया. And these are the things that DK needs to work on. He needs to think. चलो, if it's a big total, मैं Andre Russell को I'll put him up the order. जी हमारा, if we batting first, and like Shubman Gill has batted long period of time, then keep Andre Russell at the back end to come in and really, onslaught. He needs to have plan A, plan B, plan C, this scenario. I think KKR तो ऐसे सोचे हैं जैसे चलो जो ईडन्स गार्डन में हमारा प्लान है वैसे ही हमारा प्लान सब ग्राउंडों में चलेगा. And ऐसे that's why I see why KKR fans are unhappy with him.
Okay. So now, as we are running out of time and we have to just take a quick word of tomorrow's match as well. So the last question, it is the last question now from Anurag Sinha. Anurag, you can ask your question now.
Yeah. Last time I don't know. There was some internet problem.
Yeah.
My question is that I have seen the game during. Yes, can you hear me, Utkarsh?
Yeah. Yes, you are audible.
Okay, great. So my question is that Sourav Ganguly also captained the Indian team in the same manner with which Virat Kohli is doing it. You have also seen the game of the Indian team during Sourav Ganguly. So do you find that they both are very similar with the aggression and the way they handle the team, Virat Kohli and Ganguly?
I think Virat Kohli's got a slightly better team to handle with them. Ganguly didn't have a great team, even with the KKR team. They weren't as strong as he has now, and that's why I think Sourav Ganguly will be always hailed as the greatest captain India ever produced. Even T20 format, Test matches, whatever. Because sometimes क्या होता है ना, Ricky Ponting देखो, and he's not as a great captain as Nasser Hussain. Nasser Hussain is a better captain, but he had a weaker team, and he got more out of that team. And the same way with Ganguly. He didn't have these great players. He made these into good players. Likes of Harbhajan, Zahir Khan, Sehwag, UV. Same with KKR. Gautam Gambhir, Sunil Narayan, Robin Uttapattu. Then, he made them into good cricketers. That's why I'll say Ganguly is a better captain.
Okay. And by the way, you mentioned GG Gautam Gambhir. So the way Gautam Gambhir captained KKR, won them 2 titles. So that was something fabulous for KKR, putting a short leg in a T20 game. Means
there you go. He groomed Gautam Gambhir to win titles. मेरी बात समझ गए?
समझ गया सर.
हाँ. विराट कोहली ने आरसीबी के साथ कोई एक टाइटल नहीं जीता. Whenever he needs to perform well, then RCB win, he feels good. Ganguly was never like that. Ganguly was, चलो जी मेरे रन आज नहीं बने, मैं टीम को कैसे जिताऊं? दूसरे कैप्टन को कैसे बना के फिर afterwards, they won 2 titles, and that was because of Saurav Ganguly. I don't know if Virat Kohli would, if he's got it in him to produce the next great captain.
Yeah.
That's the greatness about Ganguly. Ganguly ने बहुत क्रिकेटरों को अच्छी तरह से and very good cricketers बनाए.
Yes, and for instance, half of the 2011 World Cup team, even the captain MS Dhoni, was groomed under Saurav Ganguly.
Yeah, this is what I mean. So like, I've never seen RCB win when Virat Kohli doesn't score runs, and that's my concern. That even if they make it in the playoffs, it has to be under them conditions. That Virat Kohli run banayenge, then he gets the best out of the team. But if Virat Kohli nahi run banate hain, RCB don't win.
Yeah.
And what if this happens in one of the important games? Because when you're playing in the qualifying stages, playoffs, if it's your day, T20 is one of them games. If it's your day, and what if on that day it's the other team, not RCB's? Suddenly you've lost the game, and that's it. But with Ganguly, he would still get the team to win, even if it wasn't his day. And that's the art of captaincy. That's why Nasser Hussain was a great captain. Captaincy की आर्ट यही होती है, जब आपके परफॉर्मेंस नहीं अच्छे होते, आप फिर भी आपकी टीम को जिता सकते हो, because that shows a lot of strategy, a lot of thinking, a lot about leadership skills, and that's why Ganguly, I would say, was a better captain.
Okay, so this is actually the advantage of being last. मतलब अनुराग का क्वेश्चन आखिरी था और पाजी ने सबसे elaborated आंसर उन्हीं को दिया. चलिए पाजी, a quick word now for the next match between SRH and CSK. Both teams will be desperate to win the game. Both teams lost the game, and especially CSK means just 2 wins out of the 7 games, while SRH also has just 2 wins.
Yeah, look, I think this will be another big match for both of these teams. They both have a very similar, very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. दोनों का result.
हाँ, दोनों का जो परफॉर्मेंस है वो एकदम
दोनों का
सेम ही है.
Yeah.
पाजी किसको back करता है? Who will you back on? Yes, tomorrow. Because I know both of the captains are your dearest. Means Warner is also one of your favorite players and MS also. So कल बहुत आपके लिए difficult है, but मैं ये question डालूंगा कि आप who will you choose tomorrow?
कल हम यही सोचेंगे that आप आंसर करो. नहीं, मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ that I think
you'll be neutral.
नहीं, Chennai Super Kings.
Okay. So Chennai. So any change required? Because I hope they would be thinking so many. But MS, with the kind of captain he is, conservative approach and believes in the consistency of his playing 11. Do you think MS will do any change?
नहीं.
Okay.
No. MS will. I think he's going to change the batting order tomorrow. So मेरे हिसाब से MS will be at 4, Bravo at 5, Sam Curran at 6. Because I think Jarinja today at 7. That sort of thing. Because ऐसे लगता है मुझको that batting सब थोड़े low है अभी. They need to come up. Everyone come up one. And try something different. I think we could.
Any change for the Sunrisers Hyderabad SRH?
Look, Sunrisers Hyderabad. Look, they are another good team.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But the performance. Before that, do you feel that the absence of Bhuvneshwar Kumar will actually be a great loss for SRH?
I don't think it will be, because I think they should bring back Mohammad Nami back because he's another good spinner, hit the ball really well, and history tells us, Chennai Chennai Super Kings struggle against spin. So I would definitely bring Mohammad Nami back.
Okay. In place of?
No.
Acha, as I understood. So
Yeah.
in your 4 overseas means Warner, Besto, Rashid, and Nabi will be your 4 overseas picks.
Yes.
Okay, so Chennai winning according to you. Last one, Aman. So we are running out of time. We are wrapping up the show, but Aman is there. So last question, but a quick one. Please ask. Please ask
Yeah,
fastly.
thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
So I have a question that do you think that uh, MS can give a chance to Raidu to open the innings because Pablo Pace is in a great form. He is in a purple patch right now. But as MS use informed player in the middle order, so will he use Raidu in as a opener or Pablo Pace as a number 3 batsman?
Hello. Hello. Paji, are you there? I think there is a connection issue, but no issues. So we'll wrap up the show here itself. I think there is some connection issue. I'll try and fix up the issue. Hello, Paji, are you there? Am I audible?
Yeah, I'm there.
No, Aman, you are there, but Paji, are you there?
Maybe some connection issue. Yeah.
So Paji is not there. I think there's some connectivity issue. So no issues, Aman. You can come back tomorrow. Every day. So we'll wrap up the show of this interactive post-match analysis session here, and I, Utkarsh, now take your leave. And again, we'll meet tomorrow at 11:45 p.m. So stay tuned. That's it. Goodbye.
Thank you so much and good night.